Alright, it's load up day. I just made a few errands just to get some stuff for tomorrow. I think I'm just going to do a preliminary nut and bolt on this thing just to make sure. I know I'm pretty gun shy now apparently because of the last time this thing touched a racetrack. So I'll probably check tow and well, the reason why we're not racing today is the rain, and it's definitely here. I was thinking about making a windshield brace because I remember when we were testing, the windshield kept kind of bulging in a little bit, even though I got, thick aluminum straps on it. Apparently they're not enough. So I was thinking about bracing those up with something that maybe I could hose clamp to the center roll bar. I don't know. Depends on how much time. I mean, I got all the time in the world today, but it's almost noon already, and, well, I haven't started yet. So again, I'm just going to make sure it's all systems go. Just double check everything. Start loading up in the rain, and I got a lot of heavy stuff to lift too, which kind of stinks. So I took a quick look at the sway bar clearance to the tie rod on the left front here, and apparently it's a little bit close given how the ride height difference is in the car when I sit in it. I stuck a camera in here and I kind of looked at it with me sitting in the car. I'm going to try just picking up the right side link, which is what I did on my old car. I put a longer link in the right side, and of course a sway bar is one solid piece, right? So if you pick up one side, it's going to pick up the other side. Just the difference in, with me being in the car and the ride height differentials and stuff, it's going to make a little bit of a difference with the clearance. And I just want to make sure that we have no interference with the steering. So I'm probably going to see if I can go grab one from the truck, throw another one in there, reset the bar with wherever the hell we set it. Set the box up so that I can read it from the seat. At least I didn't put the scales away, so I'll have to redo that a little bit. Got her all fixed up. I neglected to take into account a little bit of play that I had in the bushing. That's okay. It's all good. We fixed it. Got a little bit of distance there. At least now we won't have an issue with it binding up the steering, which, yeah, we don't need to make problems for ourselves. We're going to have plenty of them otherwise. Now I got to reset it, which means I got to go back and set all the air pressures because the weather's different and the Hoosier tires leak because they just always do. So I'm going to make sure all those are set, hood back on, get all the other weight and drinks and stuff off the car, roller back on the scales, take a peek out the window, take some pictures with my phone, transcribe them to the book, and hopefully the rain will let up enough that I can start loading stuff because I don't want to spend all night doing this. Oh boy, am I thankful for rain days because something happened. I don't know what, but it's not good. I just checked ride heights. And from my experience, even sitting in the car, if you check right side ride heights, usually don't change. Left side definitely does change. I initially kind of eyeballed the setup of the car by measuring ride heights and saying, okay, well, they look pretty close. We should be pretty good. And then I just checked it now. And, the scales say, all right, it's pretty close, not too bad. And then I looked at the front and I'm like, they were close before, but now they're 1.5 inches off on either side. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? So now I have to literally get the front end in the air, drop the shocks, get the wheels off. Somehow, I got to disconnect at least one side of the sway bar, probably both again. I got to get... I'm going to remeasure it real quick. But the right front is too high, and the left front is like 1/2 inch lower than legal. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I just read my tape measure wrong. It's completely possible. I might have made a mistake. But that's why we have days like today, so that we can right those mistakes. See, the way I measured ride height is I take a tape measure, that's got a 2-inch base. So you can kind of see it. It says plus 2 inches there. It's a Stanley Powerlock 12 foot. You can get these. Well, actually, I got mine on Amazon because I couldn't find them locally. But these things, you can lock it, at whatever height. And if you're working by yourself, you can go kind of just stick your butt on the door and it'll stay at whatever height it is. And the math is real easy. 2 inches, right? Apparently it's not that easy because I must have forgotten that they're 2 instead of 3 inches. And I think I just goofed up the ride heights. But it's only noon on Saturday. I'm not going to be there till tomorrow anyway. I thought we were ready. But you know what? It's better to do this now than to be like, oh yeah, we did really great, and go over the ride height scale and it just hits your car and you're going to get thrown out and we'd ruin our entire season based off of one stupid indiscretion. So better to find it now. Again, I thought we were good. Apparently we're not. Well, that was a complete battle, and not completely satisfied with the ride heights, except I feel like they're probably worthy of at least testing them out. The numbers, however, are exactly what we want, so we're just going to have to roll with it. At this point, we've got a window in the weather, and we're going to try to get this thing loaded. Don't have a hell of a lot to load, as we got most of the tools already in the trailer and most of the jacks and stuff, but we do have to get a few things put back in. I got a pile of tools over there. We got to put the hood on. We got to get this thing buttoned back up completely now, 100%, and loaded up. And I think we're going to have to go with our plan because tomorrow is going to be a really busy day. I figure what we'll do is we'll just grab the spare tires because we're allowed 6. Just leave whatever's on the car on it. And then when we buy all the new ones, we'll just swap the new ones on whenever we get there or whatever we do and get them sized up. So it's just less time for me to have to take the car out, put it on jack stands, roll the tires off, and then leave it there. And it's like, just get the thing rolled in, go get tires. So, and I'm going to need fuel too probably, but now it's time to load it. And hopefully the rain holds off. But Jesse, thank you for working through pain.
You're welcome, sir.
I appreciate it. Oh, we can erase toe from the board, huh?
Bye-bye. Okay.
All right, we're going to go order food, enjoy the rest of the night, watch the Talladega Xfinity race or whatever's left of it.
Annoyed when everyone says Jesse Love.
I can't stand that. I don't know why they keep saying
annoying.
That shit. It's so bad. Anyway, we're pretty much loaded up. I'm looking around for parts and stuff, just like last time when we went to New Hampshire, and I don't see anything really important. I got, whatever spares I might need, but if we really need something, that means we're in real trouble. So, I mean, it is what it is. We're pretty well good to go. I'll make one more punt around here before I go to sleep tonight, but I'm going inside, to hell with it. And we'll see you at the track tomorrow. And we're here. Sorry for the bumps. Very bumpy area here. Looking through the pits to see if there's any spots open. Not really. And battling stomach problems all morning. So this doesn't feel good. And I will likely need the bathroom as soon as possible. But we're here. My world now. put any time on this car, and I really have a bunch of stuff to shake down. Got a new rear, got new shocks, got new brakes, I got new everything. So we got to test that out. And I got to regain confidence in the brake pedal, and I got to regain confidence in the car, because I'm still a little bit gun shy about both. So we're not too far off. I think if I just drive it, we make a little bit more adjustments, we'll be right there, and hopefully we will be able to contend pretty quick. Track kind of sucks because we got first race of the year and modified rubber and all sorts of not so fun stuff, but we'll make it happen. We'll see what we can do, and we're done with practice. We only got heat race left, and we'll see. And then it went bad. So it was not so bad on entry and through center. I could just drive up on guys, and then once I touched the throttle after the tires got hot, game over. Problem is I don't have enough time on this car to really know what it wants. So we're slowly figuring out stuff. It's gonna be a process, and hopefully it doesn't take us all gosh dang year, you know. All right, we're just making some more adjustments to see if we can band-aid this thing into at least obeying for the time being. But you know, we know what we're doing is the right thing. We just gotta know what the car wants. So I don't know where we're starting in the future, but it ain't gonna be in the back, and it ain't gonna be up front either. Okay, it's about 4 hours later. I still haven't run the feature. I'm sitting in the truck because it's the most windproof place that's around. It's freezing. I've been here for over 12 hours. And I almost don't even want to do this anymore. It's just miserable. Like, essentially, we got rained out from our event yesterday and got tacked on to this one today. which, if I look at the schedule, should have been over by now. However, there's still 3 races ahead of me. I have to work tomorrow. I'm miserable. I hate it. And it's hilarious. It's the first race of the year on a new adventure at a new racetrack, and I don't even want to be here. Like, I'm just miserable. So, it is what it is, I guess. I just know that I'm going to be going out there after 3 different modified divisions have been a complete show. Like, a complete just joke of a show. And then I got to go out there after whenever I probably should have been home. So, I'm kind of mad. You know, if I owned a boat, I could have walked outside my house today and said, man, too cold and windy and a little bit of drizzle. I don't feel like going out today. And then I would have walked back in. But no, I'm sitting in a cold trailer getting blown around in the wind that's ice cold with drizzly rain all day long for 12 hours plus. It's probably going to be 15. I'll probably get home really, really late tonight. Well, we'll see what happens in the feature if it ever shows up.
That's nice.
Great work, brother. Nice 3-wide move on the bottom. I saw that.
Car was wrong.
Car looked a little loose coming off the corner again.
It was still a little loose. I had to baby it at the end, but it was way better.
In the tech, right?
Over there?
Oh, what'd you finish?
Fifth.
Fifth? Oh, you finished fifth. Oh. You can go back, right?
Yeah, go back. Yeah.
You can go back to the tech shop.
Oh.
No, you back to your trailer.
Thank you, God. To fifth. What do you think of that? What do you think, Jess?
I think that was very entertaining. Very entertaining.
It was from where I was sitting. That was one of the best cars. I don't know how the hell that car turned around that fast.
Well,
Like, it was.
I don't know. We weren't at it.
It was probably Jesse because and Ernie and Junior and Ernie and Junior. I don't know if anybody can hear me at all.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, because they said throw bar at it, and we threw bar at it, and the thing woke up. So
Did a little wedge, did a little this, car woke up, and well, you made a few 3-wide entertaining moves, and that helps.
I had a good car, and I took everything that came my way, and
That was great. I thought I was thoroughly entertained.
it was short track racing.
We need a little bit more
Yeah,
coming
we do.
off, I can see, but
I need a little more coming off, but boy, we got a good starting point here. So
I mean, it's funny. It was like our race at New Hampshire,
Yeah.
where it was 15 pounds of manure, but that little 10 ounces of sweetness makes it all worthwhile.
yeah,
Because today was brutal. But
come away with a top 5, and actually,
you did get top rookie of the race, which means you get a gas card.
oh hell yeah!
Because you're top rookie.
I get a gallon of gas probably. It's only like 15 bucks a gallon. I think they give you 25 bucks, but free gas is fine. I'll take it. We're gonna get this thing home, and I'll wrap up the video. This one's gonna be a little late this week because we're gonna be home really late, and I can't get this video out in time, but it'll be out in a few days. So we'll catch up with you back at home. As it's 12:15, well, Monday morning, I guess, now, and I have to go to work in 6 hours, and my truck is still at Stafford, and I don't have keys to get in my house, and everyone's asleep. I think I'll end the video off here. What a day. Now I have to figure out a way to get my truck back, and I don't even know how we're gonna do that, but at least my brother has basically the same truck, so I can just go do that and call AAA, I guess, and get it back here. Maybe I can fix it here, I don't know, but I gotta get to editing video one of these days. I don't even know when I'll be able to get my truck, but I gotta edit, I gotta get trucks, I gotta do stuff. It's gonna be a busy few days for me, and it's not gonna be fun, but at least you guys get to watch the video of it. So thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so for more fun and games and excitement and failure all rolled up into one day. Perfect. Till next time.